This could go wrong. I'm playing fuel like bingo. I've got 50 miles to get home. I have 56 miles of petrol. Can I get to the petrol station near my house? Stay tuned for more updates. So far in the last 4 miles I've used 14 miles of petrol, so it's not looking good. If I can make it to the petrol station near my house, that's 200 miles on a tank, which is fucking good going. And I haven't exactly been riding overly economically. Determined to keep it in full power mode. I don't want to put it into low power mode. That will help save petrol if I do that, but it's not as fun. Oh, I've generated 2 more miles. I'm up to 58 miles now. This is going to use up some fuel. It's all about averages though. If I can ride like a dick and use up quite a lot of fuel, and then every now and then ride quite economically and save some fuel, it should work out. I should be able to do this. Little tip, if you're trying to save fuel, don't miss a gear. I should probably say the reason I keep missing gears at the moment is I've adjusted my rear sets, so everything's in a different position. I'm not quite used to the position of the gear selector yet. I'm not quite putting enough force into it half the time. I keep getting stuck halfway between 5th and 6th, and 3rd and 4th. And neutral. I keep finding neutral as well. Basically, I just don't know how to change gear anymore on this thing. Oh, you don't need to slow down this much in that. Come on, that's taking the piss. That thing can handle a speed bump. You're not indicating, mate. Does that mean you're going straight on into that field? You're in the right car for it, I'll give you that. No, you were in fact turning left, just didn't feel like you needed to indicate. You're a cunt! You're going to indicate this time, buddy? Are you? Are you going to indicate? You're going to indicate? You're not going to indicate, are you? He is in fact turning right without indicating. Again. Now, I'm not an expert on Land Rovers, but I've got a feeling that one comes with indicators as standard. You don't have to pay for them. Unlike BMWs, which we know they're an optional extra. One of my pet peeves is people who don't indicate. It's not hard, it doesn't take a lot of time. You're just not doing it because you're a cunt. It's that simple. Oh fucking hell, he turned left. Still didn't indicate. Should also indicate when you're overtaking people as well. Just saying. One thing I found out is this bike is most economical. Oh, I know the way I say that is going to be pissing people off. It's economical. I don't give a shit. I say economical. I don't know why. Did I still say economy? But it's economical. I don't know. Fuck you. That's why. Yeah, it's most economical. Or economic. No, I'm sticking with economical. It's most economical at somewhere between 70 and 85 mile an hour. If I sit at around 70 to 85, I get really good fuel economy. As soon as I start going slower or faster, which obviously I would never be going faster than that because the speed limit is 70. Except here where it's 50 and we're doing 40. Because we all know, if the speed camera is set at 50, you have to go through at 40. Oh, I know you're on a 125 and you can't do the speed, but don't sit there on the road. Honestly, Anyone watching this, if you're on a 125 or a 50, don't sit that far over to the side, because you're inviting people to overtake you and you're giving them so much room, they're going to overtake you too close. Command your position. Best advice I can give anyone who's riding a smaller CC bike: command the road position. If you've got a top speed of 55 and you're on a 60-mile-an-hour road, sit in the middle of the fucking lane, because it's your right to be there. If you start moving over, people are going to take advantage of you, and that doesn't end well. Anytime I've had someone do some dodgy shit to me, it's when I've been riding defensively. Defensive riding, I think this might just be me, but defensive riding, people see as an invitation to be a dick. Slightly more aggressive riding, they get out your way. They give you a bit of space. They don't know what you're going to do, so they actually back off. This is another pet peeve. It's a 70-mile-an-hour limit, so you're doing 60 in the overtaking lane. Fuck off. Thank you. You heard me. There's no need to be sat in the overtaking lane unless you are overtaking, especially if you're doing under the speed limit and there are vehicles behind you that clearly want to be doing the speed limit. I've also had people say this: it's illegal to overtake on a roundabout. Not if there's multiple lanes. Then it's perfectly legal. See, this is how it works. I have just overtaken someone. I'm clear into the left lane. I'm coming up to someone. Lifesaver, no one there. Indicate, pull out. Safe. Overtaking, clear, check, mirror, indicate, pull in, done. Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. You made me brake. If you are pulling out onto a road or a roundabout and someone has to react to you pulling out, you should not have pulled out. It really is that simple. So if someone has to slow down or brake to not hit you, you've made a mistake. Every time I go to cancel indicator, I keep scrolling through my fucking menu. My other bike is old. It doesn't have any fucking menus or anything on it. Does it? It doesn't have any menus or anything on it. And the fucking indicator is where the menu fucking selection is on this. So I keep going to cancel my indicator and going, why am I still indicating? Oh, it's because I've decided to look at what the current outside temperature is. The fuel light bingo is going well. When this bike's got a full tank, it fucking gulps the fuel down. It's like a scouser on a night out. As soon as it gets to about, oh, you've got 50 miles left, it sips it. Just very little sips, like the Queen drinking tea. Just a little sip, just a little sip, and then we shall have some more when the corgis come home. Philip, I've been sipping my tea so long it's gone cold. Make me more. Do you know the Queen doesn't have a passport because she legally cannot have one? Because all UK passports are issued by Her Majesty the Queen, and you can't issue yourself a passport. So she literally cannot own a passport. I like to imagine that she just goes to an airport with a £20 note in her pocket and goes, this is me. There it is, my fuel light is actually flashing. Oh, my fuel bar is flashing. Does this have a fuel light? I've never actually run it low enough that I discovered if it had a fuel light or not. I know it comes up with a little petrol pump logo and the bar starts flashing. Because sometimes you need to run your fuel tank down. Because if you never empty it or get it low, all the crap from the fuel just sits at the bottom of your tank and it just collects there. Whereas if every now and then you run it to pretty much empty, it flushes it through, and then you fill it up with some high octane, good cleaning petrol shit. You know what I mean, like the Shell V-Power Plus, that sort of stuff, which is extortionately overpriced compared to normal unleaded. Why am I not currently overtaking? Well, it's quite simple. My left shoulder has been fucked for the last 6 years. and every now and then it starts playing up, and it's just started playing up. So I'm currently riding one-handed with my left arm resting on the tank to take the weight off of my shoulder because it's agony. Come on, buddy, you can do more than 40 down here, as I'm about to prove. And there we go, my house is about, what, a mile away. This is good. I'm on the way to the last petrol station before I get to my house. I had a 50-mile journey to do. I had 56 miles of petrol, and I wasn't riding overly economically. And I've got 28 miles of petrol left after a 50-mile journey. Used 28 miles of petrol. That's all it used. Like I said, once the fuel gets low, she just starts sipping. And you know what? For a treat, you can have the high-octane stuff today. And my 15-litre tank has taken 16.67 litres. Oh, tomorrow she's getting a fucking clean because she is fucking hanging at the moment. Tell you what, it's feeling very top heavy now. Yeah, considering the luck I have with bikes, that game of Fuel Light Bingo went surprisingly well, and I can only thank my lovely machine here for just gently sipping the last remaining fumes. Oh, and on that note, goodbye.